And another thing that doesn't help anyone, anywhere, that doesn't share his last name is Joe Biden.
She's right here.
Thanks for all the ability to
Follow each other.
How are you, Mr.
This is one of the big
Great speech. Really nice. I was telling your secretary, I was in Jordan and Israel this weekend, and we just, we got to keep pushing what you're doing on the humanitarian stuff and all this stuff. So,
I told him, baby, so many people, I said, baby, you know I can't come to Jesus.
sure, just
Hot mic, oh, good. That was good.
So on top of hot mic moments and meddling in Israel's self-defense, pushing for a two-state solution that hasn't worked. And honestly, after everything that's happened over the past 5 months, 6 months, I can't imagine that it ever does work. But if it's ever got a chance in hell at succeeding, it's not for us to decide. I know what we were promised, and I know that liberals somehow still believe it. But that whole thing about Joe being the adult in the room and a foreign policy expert for 50 years of experience or whatever, Bibi Netanyahu, at least, he's not feeling it.
Well, I don't know exactly what the president meant. But if he meant by that I'm pursuing private policies against the majority, the wish of the majority of Israelis, and that this is hurting the interests of Israel, then he's wrong on both counts. Number one, these are not my private policies only. They're policies supported by the overwhelming majority of the Israelis. They support the action that we're taking to destroy the remaining terrorist battalions of Hamas. They say that once we destroy the Hamas, the last thing we should do is put in Gaza, in charge of Gaza, the Palestinian Authority that educates its children towards terrorism and pays for terrorism. And they also support my position that says that we should resoundingly reject the attempt to ram down our throats a Palestinian state. That is something that they agree on, and it's something that I think is also for the interests of Israel, because the majority of Israelis understand that if we don't do this, what we'll have is a repetition of the October 7th massacre, which is bad for Israel, bad for the Palestinians, bad for the future of peace in the Middle East. So the attempt to say that my policies are my private policies that are not supported by most Israelis is false. The vast majority are united as never before, and they understand what's good for Israel.
Yeah, there's that. If you don't speak Netanyahu, he basically said, suck it. More specifically, Joe Biden, suck it, was basically his exact words. He's going to do for his own country. And there is nothing any other world leader or the anti-Semitic forces that guide their principles can do about it. Basically, the world has been cheering on a defensive war in Eastern Europe for years now. They set the precedent. Another thing they've been talking about for many, many years are the dangers of other nations meddling with elections and leaderships of other sovereign nations. It doesn't make sense. You can't make it up.